Week 14 of the NFL. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Eagles on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Great, set.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Eagle defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offside, defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Dreadnoughts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a handoff, and it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, Their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. So now a carry here for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man is Myers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dreadnoughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Fighting through pressure. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Hurts to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, here's Goff. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And that's a nice one for the stat line, by the way. That last grab is 50th on the year.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Right side complete. That's Woods. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And Woods will go in motion right.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Sly able to put this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. That penalty is declined.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, terrific in the victory as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Goff now looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll go on the ground, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now 2nd and 9.
And they'll run it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit.
Slide for the PAT.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again.
Here's Goff.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
That's caught by Tucker.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A third quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
3rd and 8.
To the air again. Goff.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Goff.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Goff. Open man right side, Myers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts have retaken a third quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sly on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jacoby Myers head out for this next drive. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Virginia Beach.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll run him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw is Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Myers. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now he's loose again. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Red Hawks.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
McCaffrey.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dreadnoughts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's now loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Goff.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 7, 65 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Got his man, it's Woods. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Virginia Beach,
the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.